Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Broken Sword, The Smoking Mirror, the original version. Now, a couple of things before I get into the video. I didn't edit the last video at all because when I tried to edit it, when I went to finalise the video and make the overall video, the final video, it cut off like the whole first section. It only did like you know, the last half, it did a 4-minute video. I knew I couldn't do that. Also, the game crashed. So I've restarted from the last save point, gone all the way through, but things might be a little bit different than you guys remember. Also, you might notice that the ratio of the screen has been changed as well. I've moved it back down to a slightly smaller one because the text was being cut off earlier. I've also designated a memory card purely for this playthrough. Apart from this one thing here, everything else is deleted, so I've got enough for now for the rest of the game. So I think, which one do I need to load from? Is this one, I believe. So, yeah, so like I say, this one will be another sort of 20-minute video. We can get quite a lot done. Again, I'm not going to do all the talking or all the cutscenes or anything like that. I'm just going to do, you know, I'm just going to play through the game. If you want to see my proper playthrough, go and watch the remastered edition. Now, Oubier is still here. Last time he left. I can't think what I need to do now. Oh, that's it. I need to go and see Conchita. Actually, I need to talk to the band. No, not him. Not him.
Go away. Hey, cheer up.
Our pipe player has been...
Born again.
Why don't you try...
No.
We could air... My cousin...
Before.
Tell me about the...
There was a 30 miners.
They got some of them out, though.
2 of them.
Take a look at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that.
When did you see this ship?
3 months ago. It was here, at the docks.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
What was the ship with the condor flag carrying? I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
We play to the tourists.
Well, when the condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Why was Miguel put in jail? For playing poker. What?
It's true.
Tell me about the... You know, the... We don't want to... How come?
Inquire. Don't... I don't know.
Oh, we don't need to really talk about anything else. We've already spoken on the other video. Of course, things won't be different on this. I will repeat stuff, so be aware of this, guys. But this is just purely for so I can now finally say I've done every single Broken Sword, well, apart from 2.5, which isn't really an official one. But I can do all the main ones and get them all done and dusted on the channel.
Can you tell me about the accident at the mine?
Accident? It was sabotage. Somebody wanted my mine
Do you have any evidence?
Not yet, but I'll get to the bottom of it. They'd been someone had... Now the entire...
Where's the site?
Several...
Would you like a dog biscuit?
Would you like a smack in the mouth, Chico?
I love that line. Would you like a dog biscuit? Would you like a smack in the mouth, Chico? Oh dear. Yeah, I'm drinking a drink as well while I play this, so excuse if I go to take a drink.
Hey, Nico!
You don't need to call Nico every time. I've also asked the general off-screen, this is a tourist information office and police and all that kind of stuff.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Claramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
What do you think?
Oh boy, fabuloso.
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
Karzak? I never heard of him. Do I get the pen?
You told me nothing. I'll be back.
Senor.
Sorry, I forgot.
Come on. I'm trying to get this thing to trigger so we can actually leave this place.
Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, George?
Sure, they're great.
Come on, George, what are you doing? God, this game is glitching out on me. I need to ask her about Oubier. Where are you going, George? Where are you going? I'm not controlling this. Okay, he walks all the way across the map just to stop there. Right, that really makes a lot of sense to me. Come on. I want to talk to Nico. Let me talk to Nico. Pardon me.
That man we saw talking to the general was Oubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Oubier. But he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Claramonte. Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looks...
Whatever it...
What do I do? I can't.
You came on a little...
I was near... Every man...
Maybe.
Oh, I need to find. If I'm going to do this in a session of 5 videos, I need to try this more. Right, he's gone. Good. Now I'm going to talk to Dwayne without any interruptions or any hint of holding stuff back. Oh, bloody hell!
What do you think of these panties, Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No. A guy we knew in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then. Why are you looking at me like that, George?
Forget it. Have you really never heard of Condor?
Of course I have, son. Matter of fact, it was old Dwayne's investigation scared him off.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Damn right. George, this truck, they'll hear the...
Did you find any evidence of
drugs.
So who was behind...
It was Rick.
Did you get the guy?
I don't think he ever...
I spoke to Pearl earlier.
Yeah?
No, she didn't.
Well, we did. She ain't speaking to me.
Why isn't Pearl speaking to you?
She got it into her head to go visit some ruins. I'd take her if it wasn't for 2 things.
What?
I don't wanna, and I ain't gonna.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to...
No, really. The leader of the band in the square has been imprisoned just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
What's the real reason the musician was in prison?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
Is Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was supposed to make contact with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
Sounds good to me. Count me in.
Good man, George. All I need is a detonator.
How come you brought a truckload of explosives but no detonator?
Call me old-fashioned, but I say packing trunks is woman's work. I left the packing to Pearl, and I can't find a darn thing. Just hope she remembered to bring my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
Right, so that's what I had to do. I forgot about this. You have to ask Dwayne about Miguel and all that kind of shit. And before you could do that, you need to know that music is illegal in Quadamonte. So let's go and talk to Nico again. Can't talk to her yet. Right, okay. I think a 30-minute video in this one will be fine, because we're already up to our 3rd video in this session, and I really need to get as much done during this video as possible, because we've got quite a lot more to do than I actually realised.
Do you have any kind of detonating device in stock?
Sure. They're kept in that cupboard.
I don't suppose you have one spare?
I can't simply give you a device like that, no without a damn good reason.
Whoops.
Hey! Stay out of that cupboard.
Alright, keep your hair on.
The general has a chart in his office, which he was discussing with Oubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe, but I can't get anywhere near it while the general and his sidekick are there. A disgustingly handsome man.
Why would you say that? Why not just say a handsome man? Why would you say a disgustingly handsome man?
Do you know where I could find a detonator?
Sure. The cupboard behind the boss. But she won't let you have it.
I'll use my charm.
This I gotta see.
Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
Can't you see I'm busy? If I don't finish this stock report, the boss will be mad as hell.
Ever hear of a guy called Karzak?
No, sir.
I'm looking for a detonator.
Oh my, that's dangerous. I mean, are you qualified to handle those things? I don't know how you can work with explosives. I'd be too scared of blowing myself up. That's why I work in an office. Mind you, clerical duties are not as safe as you might think. You know those things you use to remove staples? You know, staple removers?
Look, I sympathize, but I've heard enough of this crap. Ever heard of a guy called Karzak? No. Do you keep detonators in the office?
I don't know. I'm new here. In fact, I started this morning. I don't have a clue what I'm supposed to be doing. Are you familiar with accounting software?
Yeah, sure. Which package are you using?
It's called Link. The guy who wrote it must be a lunatic. Every time I save a file, it plays a silly tune, and a little cartoon piglet dances across the display.
So what's the problem?
Well, none, I guess. But it's not what I'd expect from a professional accounting package.
Right, we need to get this moving. Come on, can we now distract the general? That's what this has been leading to, and it's taken 3 videos of this session to be able to get to this point. Can we distract the general? Yes or no? Oh, finally.
Could you distract the general while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at me?
Yeah, you'd make a great snake charmer. Come on, 5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe. But it's your harebrained scheme. You do the talking.
Yes! Right, we might be able to get most of this done when you actually go and see Miguel in this one video. I should be able to get it done in about the next 10 minutes. That is the whole of this section then done. And then the next section is going to be easier because you're just doing. I just need to do one thing, and because we're going through most of the conversations quickly, it's going to take less time. But I'm not going to be able to get this done where I go to the village as well and do the tree house I just don't think, unless I make the videos longer. Let's ask him this quickly.
Take a look at this label.
Si, senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor.
The lady at the mining company told us a ship...
Conchita Garcia is crazy. If there had been a ship, do you think I wouldn't have noticed?
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Cuaramonte City.
You are mistaken, senorita.
The musicians...
They are. They will go along with any...
Condor is run by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor. Whoever he is.
Do you keep a record?
Of course.
My girlfriend...
For you, my dear. Anything.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Well, I want to write a story about you.
You hear that, Renan?
Si, Senor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Stobbart.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Right, we need to get rid of Ronaldo now.
No, senor. The General said no, but...
He won't know unless you tell him.
You don't know him, senor. He will worm it out of me as easily as he de-waxes his ear.
Okay. I'd have to get rid of him.
Right. Now, we need to get rid of Ronaldo. And we do this by... No, don't walk over there, George. I want to get this done up until we go in jail, so that's how long the video is going to go on for.
What brings you to Cuaramonte, Pearl?
What take?
You drove...
Shopping is my role in the economy of the great design, George.
Why aren't you...
Because he's... I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
Is Dwayne still...
If he is... No. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work.
Catch you later, Pearl.
Right, we have to talk to Ronaldo. Or Rivaldo, whatever his name is. One of those, anyway.
Hi, I'm George Stobbart.
Hello, senor. How can I help you?
Are there any ancient pyramids near Cuaramonte?
Si, si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect. Would you take my friend to the ruins now the general's gone?
I'd be honored, senor.
Thanks. I'll go get her.
Do apologise about that. There was a sound glitch somewhere in amongst all that, so I do apologise about that sound glitch. Didn't actually really mean for that to happen. Right, in order to stop anything from going wrong again, i.e. any glitches or any like crashes happening, I'm going to save the game.
I've made the arrangements for your visit to the temple, Pearl.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
Listen, sweetie. I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
As Pearl and Ronaldo set out for the ruins,
Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Let's go and see Miguel, shall we?
It was a length of rope, knotted in a hangman's noose. I couldn't reach the noose.
I got sound clipping. Sound is bloody jumping and skipping.
I'm George Stobbart. You're Miguel the musician, aren't you?
Ex-musician.
Nah, going to jail.
Senor.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
Yes. The old man spoke of him.
The foreigner? Professor Oubier?
That's right. This man Karzak is Oubier's boss.
Why is that noose hanging from the bars?
Ronaldo strung it up for me to hang myself. Don't cry for me, Senor Stobbart. When I am dead, the goddess will take my soul to rest in paradise.
Just wanted to talk to him before we did anything because it's quite a nice little thing that he says there. You don't get that if you do anything normally. Last thing we need to is look at this.
It looked like a geological survey map showing the land to the southeast of Quaramonte City. About 60 miles inland and upstream was an area marked Teoculcan. I got a good look at that chart in the police station. It's a map of Quaramonte.
Does it tell us where Oubier is heading?
Yeah, a place called Teoculcan.
That's the site of the mine. I wonder why they're being so secretive about Oubier's plans. One thing's for sure. If the general's involved, they're up to no good. I'd like to talk to that musician Miguel. Take the detonator and get him out of that jail.
Oh, I will.
Would you be interested in these panties? They look about your size.
Is that your best line, Chico?
I'm serious. They were an unwanted gift.
Put them away before you get overexcited.
See, this game's actually got a lot more funnier things in it than the remastered. The remastered, I think they cut a lot out. A lot of the funny sort of like things, like, you know, funny, a lot of the stuff that they said, they just cut out. I don't know why they did that. They did that with number 1 as well, like where you can jump into the bushes outside the crew museum, and it was just weird because that for me made what the first game had. It had comedy, it had a great story, great adventure, and they did a director's cut, remastered it, or, you know, sort of just made changes, and very good changes. Like, this game was improving immensely. This game was actually, Revolution Software have actually admitted this game was rushed quite in a lot of ways, which isn't really a good thing, if I'm honest.
Here is the detonator, Dwayne.
Keep your voice down, George. You want everyone to know. You'd best go and warn Miguel that the U.S. cavalry's on the way.
Okay.
Alright, let's go back in the PlayStation. I think once we get in there, guys, I'm going to call this a video, and we will continue in the next one. I'm not going to get this whole lot done in this session, which is really annoying. Really annoying. It's the most annoying thing in the world. I'm not going to get what I want to do in this session done. If I want to make it, if I do want to get it done, I'm going to need to increase the length of the videos. So, do we go on? Should we go on? No, I think we'll end this one here, and then we'll continue, and the next one will be half an hour. So I could get, in the next video, I'm planning to get to the treehouse. That's where I'm planning to get to, and then we'll get to the point where, and in the last video, we'll finish off the whole thing by getting to where you the treehouse with Father Hubert. The end of that bit before you go off, before you and Nico separate and go off on your own different ways, like us to the Caribbean and Nico to London and whatnot, which is obviously everyone knows that's where you then eventually go on search for the stones. I've just probably spoiled a lot there for people who haven't seen this game, but if you want a proper playthrough of this, this is because I've already done it. I've just probably ruined a lot for the people who haven't seen this, so I do apologise. But people there must be a lot of you who have played this game. You know, there's got to be. I can't see anyone who hasn't played this game. Anyway, we're not going to save it yet because I don't need to. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.